Hi guys, and once again, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video content so far. I'm gonna get hopefully more of a consistent upload schedule. I know this week has been a bit crazy time-wise, but I've got a lot of time the next couple of days, so I'm really gonna try to get myself back in the right habit of uploading daily, posting daily on my blog website. I've posted twice there today alone, so if you have the link, check it out. Please do. I really, really appreciate it. And I really, really appreciate you guys supporting these videos. It definitely means a lot to me. But I also do want to preface it by saying this. Uh, I mentioned a little bit in the last video, kind of a change of setting. Again, trying to upgrade the entire video setting. Again, I'm going with a handheld camera today on my phone. Um, so that's why maybe it looks a little bit awkward. That's why I may be moving around a little bit because again, I'm holding the camera versus having it set up and mounted. So that's kind of how everything's going right now. And again, thank you all for your support. I believe this is video 5 or 6, maybe. Regardless, um, if you could please like, comment, subscribe. Um, Hopefully, leave a positive comment. But again, I would greatly welcome constructive criticism because I want to know, what do you think I can do better? What are things that you want to see me do to improve upon? It's going to help me long term. Another thing that would help me out a lot, and I would so greatly appreciate it if you did this, is share. I'm trying to get this my work in front of as many people as possible for many different reasons, and I hope that for the most part it can provide a positive experience, maybe somewhat enlightening, entertaining, and hopefully can even maybe provide a perspective on certain sports related issues that they didn't think about before. If you could do that, I would so greatly appreciate it. And with that, on with the video. Today's video is about high school sports media coverage, and it's not even necessarily pertaining to the sport, but rather again the coverage that the sport gets, and it's become a issue of sorts because more and more schools are having live broadcasts, and that's a great thing. But of course, there is a flip side to it that can present a potential danger to young athletes beyond just the playing field, but even worse, in their lives. So that's something that we really need to address when we talk about this. Um, Look at all the factors, if you will. So that's what we're going to do today. My personal position on the matter is that broadcasting high school events, media coverage of high school athletes and high school athletic programs within reason is excellent. It is excellent for them. Why? Because especially in years like this, where you have the COVID-19 pandemic that so greatly impacted this past season, coaches were not allowed to have in-person recruiting visits with prospective recruits. So now they had to rely on two things to see what they were doing, to see what that athlete that they were thinking about perhaps offering a scholarship or preferred walk-on spot, to see what they were doing. They had two options. One, standard film. Two, to watch the broadcast live on a stream, live on television, or through newsreels, news broadcasts, sports highlights. That is the way that they got their information back. Of course, they also were able to talk with high school coaches and officials regarding those events to get more information, maybe even scouting reports and stats. They were able to get all of that, but they could not meet with the athlete in person like they so normally do. And now we're hoping that that's going to be different this fall, that the state of the pandemic is going to be one that is going to allow coaches to visit like that in a more traditional way. And I believe it will. It looks very promising. And I think that we're taking the right steps. And of course, we all know, and we should know by now, myself and all of the other people that may be watching this, we all have a role to play in that. And we need to get that job done. But that's a different conversation. But here's my biggest thing about the importance of, or before I even get to that, there's another thing that kind of going along with the topic of coaches being able to watch without being there. Athletes have so many family, friends, relatives, everybody who, for whatever reason, are not able to attend the game live. So if they can watch a live stream, be it on Facebook, on YouTube, on a website, or watch the broadcast in a more traditional format on television, that is great for them because now they can still connect. They can still be a part of that. And I think from a mental standpoint, from a psychological standpoint, that has a very positive impact on a young athlete to know that those that they care about and people that care about them are able to still watch, to still feel a part of this, to still feel connected on game day, to still be a part of that. I think that that's a very, very positive thing, and that should not be disrupted. But the big thing is this: it regards the future of the student athlete. I mentioned to coaches, I'm not going to get into political topics on here that don't have anything to do with sports. Um, and that would include the political topic of the cost of college, of tuition, of room and board, of books. Those of us that have been to college know what it's like. I'll always have my position. It is worth it. It is worth it to pay that. It is worth it to go through that. I understand many disagree, and that's not the topic of the debate here, but that factors in because the sad reality is that unfortunately so many kids who do what they're supposed to do from a behavioral standpoint, stay on the right path, are respectful, and qualify academically, do more than enough, don't get in because they can't afford it, because it's too much of a financial burden. And that's so many kids from so many different backgrounds who have to endure that. And that's not fair to them. It's not fair to them that their circumstances would create that problem. And that's where high school sports broadcasting comes in. It's able to get these kids more exposure, get their name out there more, let college coaches know who they are. That way, even if it's junior college all the way up through the FBS, they can get at least for the smaller schools, the lower standing schools in terms of the college athletics pyramid, they can get even just additional grants and aid, partial scholarships, help with their room and board, all the way up to Division One, where they'll have the opportunity to earn a scholarship, a full athletic scholarship. That is huge for them. And that's going to save so many kids who have the potential to do big things from not being able to go to college. It gives them an opportunity that they have deserved. But I understand there's a different perspective here. The other perspective is, this whole thing around child stars, child actors, child superstars, and I get it. You don't want to expose kids too early to media pressure, to fan pressure, and that's completely respectable, and I completely agree with that. And that is why I say within reason. I said within reason earlier. Fans, media, and especially coaches and parents that can at times be way too over the top. Put a limit on things. Pump the brakes on things. Make sure school is prioritized. Who they are is prioritized because they are at a big developmental phase in their lives. And make sure that they understand to take things one day at a time and don't think about yourself as being the big star. Don't put that pressure on them because otherwise, if they don't live up, that's when the failure or the feeling of failure, that's where that permeates from. That's where that starts because you put the pressure on them and you raise that bar so astronomically high that it never felt like they were ever going to live up to that. So that is why I say within reason, broadcasting and media exposure for high school sports, they're not just positive, they're not just good, they are great, they are essential for what we are trying to do. So anyway, I think that pretty much concludes this topic. Again, I'm trying to get on a more consistent upload schedule. Please hold my feet to the fire on that. I'm trying to do things daily, trying to do things the right way, trying to do things in a way that you guys can feel entertained, enlightened, and hopefully just, can feel something positive. Because I know every day we could all use a little jolt of positive energy. So I thank you for that. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to do that. So again, please like, comment, whether the comment is positive or it's constructive criticism. Regardless, I would like both. Please, if you can, like, comment, subscribe, and please share. Please share. I'm trying to get this out to as many people as possible, and I think as many people as possible could perhaps enjoy it, and I hope that is the case. Try to get this in front of as many eyes as possible. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, for supporting the channel. Please stay tuned, and until next time, most likely tomorrow, peace.